Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. You're watching another one of my comic book pull lists. So here it is, the summertime pull list. This is actually for comics that came out a month ago, all the way up to comics that came out just this week. Usually all my comics come from DCBS, or Discount Comic Book Service, but actually they made a cancellation because of coronavirus. Marvel canceled some variants which I had ordered. There were a series of like dark Marvel variants for a bunch of titles: Wolverine number 4, Immortal Hulk 35 and 36, Venom number 26, Guardians of the Galaxy number 5, and some others. Well, I had ordered all of those variants for the titles I was usually getting on DCBS, but they were all canceled. They were canceled so late, I didn't have a chance to go back and order the regular covers for those. If you watched any of my videos before, you know that I live in Japan, and that's why I get a lot of comics from DCBS. This time, however, I ordered some comics from Verse, which is a comic book shop in Ikebukuro in Tokyo. I'll talk a little bit about Verse when I get to those comics. Alright, so let's get to it. First up, here we have A Man Among Ye. This is a new series from Image Comics. I'm not too familiar with the writer Stephanie Phillips, but I figured I'd give it a shot. It sounds like a pretty cool premise. It's a comic about Anne Bonny, the pirate, so it sounds like it'd be pretty cool. I'm not sure how many issues it's going to run. I don't see this as going on for forever. Next up, we have Adventure Man number 1 and number 2. This is another series from Image by Matt Fraction with art and ink by Terry and Rachel Dodson. I did finish the first issue and it is pretty awesome. We got, there's the 1930s Adventure Man kind of pulp hero group. We see a little bit of their story and we fast forward to the modern age. One woman who's deaf, it finds, looks like a magical book and is being chased, but she doesn't really realize that she's being chased by some clandestine group. And I feel like she's going to get the powers or the secret formula or whatever that gives Adventure Man his powers in modern day. I know I'm going to love it, and I'm really looking forward to that second issue. Next up is Avengers number 33. I mean, I'm not really all that hot on Jason Aaron's run on Avengers so far. I don't really like where he's taking She-Hulk, and even like his last run with Thor, the finale, which was tied into a lot with Avengers and stuff. Everybody saw it as a big triumph. I don't really think it was that much. I mean, I really liked King Thor. I think that was a better end than what was going on in the regular Thor series and Avengers, and that big crossover through a whole bunch of titles. I didn't really think it was all that great, but I am on here for Moon Knight. Okay, Moon Knight is coming up in here, and I'm a big fan of Moon Knight, and I'm hoping for good things. I decided to jump back onto Batman just a little too late, it seems. 92 was the big debut of a new villain. I started getting them again because I was really excited about Joker being a big part of the story. So here we have issues number 93 and 94. This is going to be the beginning of the Joker War story that we're going to be seeing playing out in Batman and I think Detective Comics, also in Nightwing and Batgirl. We'll get little pieces of the story here. Here we have Detective Comics 1022 and 1023. I think both of these covers are amazing. This Two-Face one is so beautiful in its gruesomeness. And the violent playfulness of Joker here on 1023 I think is also really awesome. Having Joker as a main part of any Batman story usually ends with the great stories, so I'm looking forward to this as well. Things are shaping up to be really interesting, I think. Okay, here at Ghost Rider number 7, this is the zombie variant, Marvel zombie variant. Ghost Rider is a real solid series right now. Gideon Falls number 22. This is a story, it's just sitting there in the background. The story's just going. I mean, I don't see that many people talking about it, but it is an amazing thing that's just kind of happening in the background of comics right now. I think definitely more people need to be reading this because it is awesome. The Immortal Hulk number 34 and Alex Ross cover on here. And here we have 35. Now, 35 just came out this week, the week I'm making this video. This was one of the comics that was supposed to be a dark variant. I don't even know what the art was supposed to be, so I guess I don't know what I'm missing out on. I ordered this from Verse Comics in Ikebukuro, as I mentioned before. Now, I was really impressed by their packaging. Blister Comics is another comic book shop. They're located in Akihabara. I ordered comics a few months ago. There was an issue, it was supposed to be Wolverine's daughter, and Marvel Presents, was it number 7 or something like that? Wolverine's daughter debuted in it. I ordered 4 or 5 of them. And they came in just like a manila envelope, and there was some, like, the only thing holding them solid was the other comics. There was a few creases in the spine. I was really disappointed. These came like in a proper comic book like folding box. All right, if you are living in Japan and you're reading comics, you probably know about both of those shops. But if by chance you don't, I mean, yeah, check them both out. They're both very nice places. Just specifically from my experience, my shipment from Verse was yeah, a lot better than the shipment I got from Blister. Okay, but all that aside, Hulk is the best story going on in Marvel right now. You are really dumb if you're not reading it. Here we have the Joker 80th Anniversary 100-page Super Spectacular. That's a mouthful. There were a bunch of variants. This is the 90s variant by Gabriel Dell'Otto. It's totally beautiful. I think it's the best one out of all of the variants. A cover price comic with the Gabriel Dell'Otto art on it is a steal, you know? We got Justice League Dark 22 and 23. This is another series I am in love with right now. I'm really I like Animal Man a lot. And he just, in 21, he just showed his face. It is going to be part of the Justice League Dark. The story that's going on in the background of Justice League Dark right now is like so far-reaching. This just building to an amazing climax, and they're taking their sweet time with it, and that is totally fine. I'm loving it. This is from DC Black Label. This is the Last God. This is the source book. So I guess you can use this if you wanted to make a Dungeons & Dragons 5e campaign. Within the world of Last God, you could use this. There's got a whole bunch of material on the world, the creatures, and how to like adapt characters or adapt players to accommodate the characters we meet in The Last God. I think it would be really awesome if I could use this. I don't think any of my other friends who do play with me are actually into reading comic books or into specifically even into The Last God. So I don't know if I personally can use this in a real game. But it would be really cool if I could. So yeah, I'll be pouring through it. Maybe I can make a campaign or something like that. Got Reaver 8 and 9, another series from Image that is totally awesome. It's medieval Suicide Squad or something like that. It's got a bunch of magic, a bunch of swords and barbarians and things like that. It's totally gory. It's freaking awesome. Everybody dies. The people you don't think are gonna die totally die. I don't know if that's giving away too much. Yeah, there's right from the beginning there were just no rules, which makes it so exciting. Red Hood Outlaw 45 and 46. This is my team. I love them. We got the Dark Trinity of Artemis, Red Hood, and Bizarro. Man, Bizarro, I already loved Bizarro, and then this version of Bizarro just makes me love him so much more. He might be my favorite Bizarro. I don't know. At the beginning of this ordeal that the whole world is going through, back in March, or actually maybe it was April, that Stephanie Campbell announced that IDW told her to just shut down all production on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and she was just finishing up stuff on this issue right here. This is 105. We see the Turtles are going to a metal concert, I think in the mutated part of New York City that's cordoned off from the rest of the world. 100 issues ago, nobody would have expected Ninja Turtles to become what it is now, as such a... I guess it's always been about family and stuff, but it's breaking new walls than it has before as a series. The whole series is so touching, so heart-wrenching at times. This is the best iteration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I have ever seen or read. If you are reading it, I'm pretty sure you would agree with me. I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to order new comics from Ninja Turtles coming up real soon. We have, coming up very soon is The Last Ronin. It's a series after 3 of the Turtles have died, and The Last Ronin is, I think it's Michelangelo all alone. It's going to be dark, and that's not what this comic is right here. This is going to be fun and funny. Probably this issue right here before some real serious stuff gets back in motion. Here we have Thor number 5. This is another Marvel Zombies variant, and number 5 is a kind of important issue because we see the first appearance of the Black Winter. This is the thing that Galactus is afraid of, that he's so afraid that he had to come and recruit Thor to be one of his heralds. Donny Cates, almost everything he does is totally blow away. Guardians of the Galaxy was a little bit of a letdown, but I mean, Venom is freaking amazing right now, and so is Thor. Venom 25, this is a Checheto, I hope I'm saying that right, variant, but I really like this cover. We see, they're going to say a cameo, but this is the first appearance of Virus. From what I understand is new symbiote. I haven't got into it yet. We've also got number 26. Now this is what they're saying is the first full appearance, but then they're going to go back and say, oh no, the 25th is the first full appearance because they made a second print for 25, and Virus is on the cover. He's just on the back because they made it fold out with a bunch of characters on it. So there's going to be a bunch of contention of scalpers and resellers trying to get top dollar on on whatever they're holding, pretty much. This is the other comic that I had to order from Verse because I had ordered the Dark Marvel variant. Again, I don't even know what the art was on it. I just thought that sounded like a cool variant, Dark Marvel variant. I did see some for like Captain America and stuff, but there wasn't one for Venom, I don't think, that I saw. It just stinks that they canceled it so late I didn't have a chance to go back and pre-order the regular cover for it. There's good stuff going on in Venom. I hope you knew that already and had ordered it because it's probably going up a little in price by now. Alright, and there you have it. Those are all the comics I have to talk about today. If you think I missed anything, please let me know that down in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already, and please feel free to subscribe. I am always very happy to see a new subscriber. If you don't do any of those things, I completely understand though. I do hope you had a fun time watching. That's all for now. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. I'll see you next time.